Alright, time to unpack this. I just went to Walmart and got some car covers. It's because it's very foggy and it looks like it's kind of raining. Everything's getting kind of wet and that precipitation kind of stuff. So when I pull these out, I'm going to throw car covers on them. Just so I don't have to worry about them. Close the doors. That's it. Because I don't like my stuff in the rain. I don't like my stuff outside. You know, I know everyone feels the same way.
Oh yeah. What? I just totally forgot about this. I think that stud's just bent. Yeah, you want me to take that out?
Yeah. Because we can also throw, I could change that to bolts. And I could put little 3/4 length bolts in it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, stand up like that.
Huh?
Stand up like that.
Yeah.
Or find 2 blocks so the shaft can be in the center of it. That'd be an easier way to paint it too.
Yeah.
this one don't have much in it.
Yeah.
But rattle can rebuild commences. I don't know if you saw, but I did the bell housing adapter or bell housing. Did a few of these brackets for the road draft tube. Got this little clip here for the distributor. Jacob painted the transmission. I did a second coat on it. I took it apart. There are 39 gears in here. Sometimes people buy a 39 trans and it's not actually a 39 trans. This one is. I got to convert it back to closed drive, which kind of sucks, but at least I'll have an open drive setup I can use on something else. One last little bracket painted for the road draft tube. That goes here. I have shock mounts. My whole shock setup pretty much for my Roadster pickup before I put the quick change in, I have waiting to go. And I finally painted the lower shock mounts, but here is the road draft tube itself. Nice, nicely painted. Looks like I just bought it. Where did I put it? Got a set of headers, hopefully they work. Where did I put those pesky little mounts? I had so much crap. Okay, there they are here, finally. Put a coat of paint on them. I had them on before and they got all rusty pretty quick, and I was kind of bummed because I didn't feel like taking them off again. What I think I'm going to do this time, instead of putting a spacer in here to match up with this height, see the height difference? That's for when there's a set of rear bones under there. Not running that style, so I think I'm just going to cut the top one down to be this width or height if you go this way, and it'll bolt right on with no spacers. I think I'm going to try that. I put it up there and I don't think it's going to be in the way of anything, and I think it'll work out pretty good. So the rear is pretty much done because I got those lower mounts. I have the shocks with the upper mounts that are on them already. I really just need to screw this in this end. It really doesn't need these nuts on here. I just need to thread a tube to this thread size, thread it in like I do all the other cross members, just pop a hole in it. I'll show you on the Roadster pickup. Pop a hole in the cross member, weld the tube in, thread it, and there you go. And patches on the Sedan. Don't think I'm not working on it. So I got this lower patch in, all welded to the inside, just needs the metal finish. I just welded this, haven't metal finished this yet. Or this is good. Jacob has this welded in. Found a cowl top that works. We threw the other one. Oh, Bill took it. We had another one here that was cut better on the inside, and it was shaved, but I'd have to do it again because it was not done very well. But we put it on here, and like there was a gap on each side. It didn't fit like at all, and I was getting kind of scared that we put the dash rail in wrong. But then we put this cowl top on and it fit with no issues. So this is the one we got to use. Finally got a latch for this side. There it is. Oops. And right now, we're gonna work on this one. Yeah, we're gonna cut this part of the sub rail out that's been replaced before. Patch it in with a nice piece and make it look like it didn't get patched at all. And then we can throw this on. I'm gonna do a strip. There's a dent here too. Yeah, I gotta figure this out. I gotta do a strip here at least to fix these pinholes. But I might have to go out up here because this is pinholey, or at least it's just dented. I'm not even sure. I gotta figure that out. That might just be pitted and indented. It might be fine. So, oh my god. Hey, there it goes. Why the heck was that like that? Alright. I have to use a shrinking disc over here because there's a major oil can right here. Down on the side here. This whole thing's wavy. Yeah. I have to figure that out. Yeah, this side needs quite a bit of work. I don't know why this side's so much worse than the other one, but got some work to do on this side. Then we can start on the roof. Yeah, everything takes longer than you think. Everything. Alright, so the APA is getting put back together, kind of. And I have this box, brand new Holley high performance spark plugs to go with my Mallory dual point. Look at that. Still in the cellophane. And, it feels so wrong doing this, but like I just told Jacob, somebody's got to do it. And it might as well be me because I bought them. And let me know down in the comments if you know if valves move off of their springs ever at full lift. Because these are a little bit taller than the old plugs I'm pulling out, but not by much. And I measured, and I got like 160 thou of room, and I'm pretty sure that's enough. But I just want to be safe before I start it. If someone's like, whoa, they move, they jump up like a 1/4 inch, then yeah, of course I'll put everything back or get different spark plugs. But yeah, let me know.
Shopping cart.